You know what? Diagoa, and I feel like this setting is not working, but you know what? We are going to continue with this video because it's been too long. It has been way too long. So let's get right into this video. Okay, there's a dog barking, there's an echo in this house, but I can't anymore. I just can't. But it's fine. Welcome back to my channel, guys. If you're new here, welcome. Thank you so much for subscribing and joining the family. And if you are a returning subscriber, then what do you do? Okay, this is going to be very awkward for me to film and speak with you here. So I feel like you need to get yourself into a room or something, because I'm not going to be able to do this. Can you go? But the fact is, you're listening to me. Please do. Okay, so I decided to do a live update because, first of all, it's been too long. I think we can all agree on that. And I just feel like a lot has happened, and I need to get you guys up on what has been happening. And while I do that, I'm just going to be getting comfortable. I'm going to be having some chicken licken. I've got the Feed My Craving and some juice. Yeah. But anyway, how are you guys? How have you been? How has life been treating y'all? My life has been quite a lot, I feel like. Well, not quite a lot, but I just feel like this guy finished the fucking sauce. I just feel like a lot has happened. Well, not really a lot, it's just, yeah, things have been happening. And I actually wanted to do Vlogmas, but if I'm keeping it 100, there's literally nothing I do during the week. All I do is go to work, come back, eat and sleep. Literally, that is my everyday weekday life. So I can't even say I'm gonna do Vlogmas now. I'm only going to do Vlogmas. I actually want to do Vlogmas, so I'm going to do Vlogmas when I go on leave. And I go on leave the week of Christmas, so. But yeah, that's when I'm going to do my Vlogmas. Yeah, I'm actually so frustrated that I haven't been able to film, because my goal for this year was to obviously reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And for me to do that, I felt like I needed to be consistent with my videos. I needed to post more videos and just be consistent. And then now I just feel like I spent a whole month without really posting anything, and that is kind of frustrating. I feel like it set me back on my goal, but it's fine. You know what? We keep it moving. We honestly keep it moving, and I still believe that we can get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. While we're on that, there's 60% of you guys watching my videos are not subscribing. Why? Please, just please subscribe, guys. Literally, you can pause this video and go subscribe. It's not gonna take your money. It's not gonna take anything. The only thing you need is just data to watch my videos, but otherwise, subscribing doesn't mean you subscribe to something where they're gonna be taking money out of you. No. So please subscribe. But yeah, I think I need to just get right into why I haven't been posting anything. And the truth is that my life has been hectic. Well, work has been hectic. I've literally, my work, guys, it can get demanding, okay? My everyday life, yes, it's 9 to 5. It's not really 9 to 5, but you know what I mean? It's like normal hours. I'll go to work at actually 7:30 and leave at 4:30. That's my everyday life. But there comes a time, at least every 6 months, where I'm required to work for 12 hours. From 6 in the morning and 6 in the evening, or from 6 in the evening and 6 in the morning. And I have been working night shift in this time when I was required for 12 hours, which means I was working from 6 in the evening to 6 the next morning. So you can imagine how tired I am. Like I go to work at 6 in the evening. I'm done. I leave to go home at like 6 in the morning. And what happens? I literally get home, eat, shower, sleep. And then I'm going to wake up at what time? I'm going to wake up at 1 o'clock, make something to eat. That's something that I'll be able to eat later in the day, in the night. By the time I check the time, it's like 4 o'clock. I need to shower and go to work. Do you understand? And it's not like I was working weekdays and being off on weekends, but it was rather I was working, it says 6 days and being off 1 day. But this time, yeah, there were a few things. So like I would work like 3 days and be off 1 day, or I would work 4 days and be off 1 day. But still, like you get so tired. Like working at night is not easy. And people would think when you're working at night, you're literally like you just chilled. It's chilled. You can sleep because not a lot of activities happen at night. That's true. A lot of activities happen during the day. So people think at night, no, at night you guys are gonna chill. You're gonna sleep. But literally, it's impossible to sleep. It's impossible to fall asleep. The most you can sleep is like an hour because it's so uncomfortable. And then that's only like at the beginning. And then when you actually start with the major activities, you're literally up the whole night, being busy the whole entire night. So do you understand how exhausting that was? And that was like for what? For 2-3 weeks? 2 weeks. Sorry, I feel like sneezing. For 2 weeks. So you can imagine in those 2 weeks I've been doing that. I've been working 12 hours. That is a lot. So I couldn't be able, even on my off days, I was literally so tired for me to want to film anything. And I can't even say I'll vlog me going out or anything because I was literally working on weekends. Every single weekend I was working. Simply because and I was working on weekends because on weekends you get more overtime money. Yeah, the good thing about the 12 hours is that we're getting overtime money. So you do want to work weekends because on weekends there's more money. So that is pretty much why I haven't been posting, because I just haven't been having the time to sit down and film. Most of the time I'd be so exhausted. And then there was a time when I tried to film a video and it was just terrible. I just hated it. I just hated everything about that video. And I didn't want to post something that I hate. You understand what I mean? Because then it doesn't make me happy. If it doesn't make me happy, chances are that it's not going to make you guys happy. So there was that video that I deleted. But otherwise, it is what it is. So that's that. And then the other thing that has been happening that I actually wanted to vlog, but child, I was tired. Yo, I was so tired. So tired, I literally didn't want anything. So I'm sure the title of this video will say that I moved in with my boyfriend. Okay. Before your mind goes wild, let me tell you why. Child. Don't go wild. Don't go wild. Let me tell you why we moved in together. So I'm sure you guys already know by now that I work in a very small town, right? And when I started work there, obviously didn't know the type of place that it was, right? In terms of like staying. So I obviously looked for an apartment there. I got a small apartment. The apartments there aren't really that big in the town where work is. And it's fine. I was fine with it. The rent is cheap. It's small. I mean, it was small, but it was like 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom. So it was actually big enough. But I just hated that the kitchen was small. The living room space was a bit big, I would say. It was okay. The only thing that I would say was too small was the kitchen and the bathroom. But otherwise, it was fine, you know? My problem was... My problem is the town itself. And I feel like I'm a city girl, child. I prefer the city. I prefer being in the city. Some people would prefer it that side because, you know, it's quiet. If you're a quiet person and someone who doesn't like the city and want the quiet life, that's perfect for you. But I'm sorry, I love the city. I want to be in the city. There's a lot for me to do in the city. That side is literally nothing. Like, it was so frustrating. I can't go shopping there. I can't go like buy clothes. I can't go, well, groceries, yeah, but like their stores would not have things that I would normally want to buy. You know what I mean? It was just too small for me, and things were just not happening. And then, so where I stay is like in the Free State, like right at the border of Free State and Gauteng. So it's like in the Free State, but it falls in the Free State. And then the mall I usually go to is in Gauteng, but it's like 10 to 15 minutes away from where I stay, right? So that's where I normally go to like do my groceries, you know, and buy stuff, buy chicken licking. And it was fine. I was fine. Well, it wasn't really fine, but you know, I could work with it. But eventually I started realizing that nah, I don't like this place. What made it worse was that COVID came, we went into lockdown, and you couldn't travel between provinces anymore. What that meant was that I couldn't go to the mall I go to anymore, because the mall is in Gauteng and I stay in Free State. You understand? And literally, those guys, your police would stop there right at the border of the two, and child, because they're separated by the river. So there would literally be, ours would be on this side of the river, and then when you come back, the others will be on the other side of the river. And those guys were strict. I know people were like obviously maneuvering and going, you know, people were literally moving around during those level 5s when things were still hectic, but those guys were strict. They were so strict. Literally, I tried one day to go to the mall, and child, they did not play with me. They literally turned me back, and that was frustrating. That's when I was like, no, I can't. Because now I was forced to go to the shops that side, and literally, there is nothing, guys. Like everything, oh fuck. It was so terrible. So that for me was just enough for me to feel like I want to move out of this place. Because I've been wanting to move, I've been thinking about moving. When I first got there, I made my lease to be 6 months. Because I was like, I'm not sure if I would want to stay here forever, you know what I mean? So I just made my lease 6 months. So I planned on after 6 months, I'm probably going to move. But I was planning on moving like just in Gauteng, just like closer by still. But then I was like, nah, man. There's nothing for me here. And the lockdown just made it worse. So then I was like, okay, fine. I can move closer to Joburg. I can try to move closer to Joburg. Because, like for instance, where I'm at now, it's like an hour drive to work. It's like an hour, 15 minutes drive from here to work. And I was thinking of staying in a place, it's just outside Joburg, so that I kill the highway time. Because right now, like I drive on the highway and the highway can get hectic. So that I don't have that highway time. And then that would, like where I was planning on staying, would be like a 45 minutes drive to work, right? And that was my plan. But I was also considering moving to Joburg completely. So then this guy, being my boyfriend, and then, but I mean, if you're moving closer to this side, we're probably going to be spending a lot of time at each other's places, and sleeping over at each other's places, because we'll literally be staying closer to each other now. So he's like, then why don't we just move in together and save on rent? And I didn't mind, because I look, you've been wanting to. It's just I've low-key been wanting to move in with him, because it's just like I hate it that I'd come for the weekend and then I have to leave, or he'd come on the weekend and he has to leave. Like literally we would fight every time. one has to leave because I can't take the distance. But I have been wanting to move in with him. I just didn't want to push him. So when he said it, I'm like, wow, you are right on track, my nigga. So then he said, yeah, why don't we just move in together then? And I was like, yeah, but then I wasn't sure as to then where exactly are we still gonna stay where he is staying now? Because then that's like an hour 15 minutes and it feels like it's a lot. So then the plan is to move to where I said it will take me 45 minutes to work, because it will be somewhat central to the both of us. It would take him like roughly 20 minutes, 30 minutes sometimes to get to his work. So that's the plan. Right now, I moved to his current place. But that's just because my lease ended in August. And then I extended by 3 months to end of November. And then, but his lease where he's currently staying is going to end of Jan. So I tried to extend my lease a little bit more so that at least when we move, we both just move to one place instead of me coming here. But they didn't allow me to extend it further. They said then you need to have a new contract, and we just need to, it's just gonna be, it can't be 2 more months, it'll have to be like 6 months. So which is like, no. So we're just gonna move into his place now, and then, which is where I am now, and then we're going to be here for like December and January, and then in February when his lease has ended, we'll move to the new place. So that's the plan. I'm going to be here, but I was like, it's fine because December I'm actually going to be here for 2 months, and then I'm going to be working for 2 months, and then I'm going to be working for 2 weeks, and then the other 2 weeks I'll be on leave. So that's fine. I can handle the drive for those 2 weeks. And then in Jan, there's actually some guys that have like a lift club from their side. I want to join their lift club because that'll help. There's 3 of them now, so I'm gonna be the 4th one. And that'll help because then it would mean I would only drive 1 week in a month, and that will save me a lot of petrol because my petrol is not. I'm suffering. But yeah, so that's the plan for Jan. I'm gonna join the lift club. That should save me on some petrol. But that is currently the plan. So that is why I moved in with my boyfriend. We've been staying together for how long now? How long have we been staying? I moved here on Friday. Oh, it's been 7 days. We've been staying together for 7 days. Wild. It's fun. We'll see how it goes, right? We'll see how it goes. I'm sure you guys want to know how my parents are taking it. Obviously, Black parents, it's not easy for parents to be comfortable with you living in with your boyfriend and all of that. So my mom wasn't happy about it. My mom was definitely not happy about it, but it is what it is. So, but parents will tell you, oh, is it like the fact that I silly but what if I can I'm just saying, not that I don't want you, but I'm just saying. But yeah, but it's fine, it'll be fine. I feel like my mom hasn't accepted the fact that I'm growing up. I don't know, to her, I'm still like a little child. Like, she doesn't, I don't know, but yeah. Guys, answering his phone. You can't film in peace in here. I hope this works, because if it doesn't, she's gonna bash it in my face, but but it's gonna work. I know it's gonna work. I'm fine. But yeah, so that's the reason why I moved in with my boyfriend. So I think you would have seen on my social media that I was selling some of my furniture. That's because obviously we can't have double of everything, so we try to sell like the old stuff that is really old, and some that are not really old but they're just not cute anymore. We're just selling them, and then we're just gonna buy like new stuff that fit our aesthetic and stuff like that. So essentially, I didn't vlog the first time of me moving here, but hopefully when we move to the new place, I will vlog that. Hopefully, I will. Oh, I should take you guys with us when we actually go look for a place, because we haven't done any viewing. So maybe I should take you guys with me when we go to view places. Yeah, maybe I should do that. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now. What else happened? Child. Ooh, child. I feel like this needs a whole video in its own, because wild, I tell you. Shocking.